Okay, before something else happens that gives me an excuse not to get this freaking video done. Quick explanation, I hope. Here we go. That with the Anastasia device, it's just bicycle pumps, there's two of them, foot pumps, rigged up so that you achieve equalized pressure, and there's no pressure in there right now, which is why it's not centered. The pressure will maintain itself. Hopefully, it'll keep a balance only when the wind blows, and it'll get this rocking motion going back and forth. And the pumps on this side actually compress this side. The pumps on this side compress this side, so that it will always try to maintain an equilibrium by itself. At the same time, this is going to be a cage that will act like a sail and a wind scoop around this whole mechanism here. And you see there's fins, air fins, pinwheel made up, fit on a cylinder with some turbine blades built in and some tubing to direct the airflow up through as the air is forced up through this windsock, and we'll get this moving. And as a simple demonstration is to be able to add some momentum on through some airflow through the sides as well. So I'm going to capture all of this air, and as it goes through those set of bicycle tires, they will pass up into these acoustical speakers turned into air collectors, and they will, as the air is drawn through those and come out these nozzles here, it will feed back into a crevice up in here, which will have more fins. So the tubes will come in, the hoses will come in and actually support the rotation as it's collected here. And not only that, but the rotation, there'll be pinwheels built onto both sides of these as well, just like at the bottoms of these, of this. So we'll gather air, it will gather momentum as the wind goes up through. This part here is actually, these are really separate pieces. This isn't built this way. This is just holding it at the moment. The Nomad that I've explained in the thread will sit at the top. And again, there's going to be another cage that's going to build this whole thing into one piece. Well, actually, this whole thing will disconnect at this one common universal coupling here. So this will be one unit, including the Nomad. We might come on and off. No, actually, it's going to be one cage that will gather all of the wind, and the only place it can go is either through some openings, portholes in the side here, or it will be bottled up through to the top. The rotation coupled into a piston compressor pump here, and it's actually geared down, so it's actually the air is pre-compressed up through, comes around, and gets compressed through a compressor down through a single pipe, and that can be piped down as an input into the Anastasia stepper pumps, I'll call them. So those will also, if it's already got equilibrium, it'll just bypass through the one-way valves and continue to compress into the air tanks. The air tank compression can be fed into the spark plug hole of this generator as a power source to power a regular gas-powered generator, which is going to be ganged mechanically to the spare tire for the RV as a flywheel, As you can see, the two together, if you get them least amount of friction as possible, they can lend rotation to one another. And they also have a clutching mechanism beneath. I'm not sure how well you can see. It goes to an air compressor, so you take the exhaust after it does the work through the generator. You take the exhaust and input it into the air compressor, and the output of the air compressor then you can feed back up and either into a tank for storage, or you can do variations and also add a little rotation back up into the turbine, into the main turbine. So the whole thing will work together, as I described in the thread. It's almost like a living organism, because it's using all these different parts together, but some of them will work even independently. I don't know how I had to cram it all in as fast as I could. All right, hope that works. Free power for everyone, y'all.